So a very good evening to all my dear friends. Today we have yet another topper in this our topper stock series for NABARD 2024. So before we start the topper stock, right, I would like to introduce the topper of today. The topper of today is Koi Jyotsna. And what to say about her? She has graduated from she has done her masters from US Harvard. She has completed PhD from US Bangalore. She has also qualified ARS, right? ICR NET examination. She has written multiple of research papers in her name are there. I have seen those. So I welcome Dr. Jyotsna in this topper stock of NABARD 2024.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving such a nice introduction.
And we congratulate you for your grand success, right, in NABARD 2024.
Thank you, sir. I
Okay,
credit
Jyotsna, now,
my success
yes,
for you. First of all, I would like to credit my success for you because of your course only I was able to clear this exam, sir. So, thank you so much for providing such a good guidance for me, sir. And
thank
also,
you.
thank you for always being there whenever I was in some issue. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, Jyotsna, for the gesture, right, for your mentor. Now we will come to the examination process of NABARD, what the future aspirants would be, right, would like to hear from you. So there are multiple phases of the examination, and it's not a right 1 day or 2 day affair that you will study and you will go. It's a right long process. So how are your journey for the NABARD started? Right, last year also you have given the examination, right?
Yes, sir. Last
Yes,
year.
and this year also. So what changes you made to your strategy compared to the last year?
Sir, last year also I have prepared well and nothing was wrong. But I would say that quant reasoning was very new to me at that time. And I
Mm-hmm.
have started preparing for that quantum reasoning in the month of July. All of a sudden, I was crumbled with my qualifying exams, and also I was not able to clear the qualifying section at that time. So I was able to get 50 marks. Overall in merit section,
Mm-hmm.
but I was out of the list because of qualifying section, sir. And
Mm-hmm.
this year the change which I made is daily I used to practice for 3 hours, whatever it may be. I used to start my day with quantum reasoning only. If I start at 7 o'clock also, or if I start studying at 9 o'clock also, I used to start it with quantum reasoning only. So by the time of exam I was I'm confident that okay, I can do this. So that was the change I have made. And rest all, last year also I have taken your course, I was enrolled in your course, and this year also I have enrolled. Not much changes, but quantum reasoning I have concentrated a lot, sir.
Right. Good, Jasna. So it's a message to all the aspirants. See, whenever you are preparing, right? So see what is your weak area, right? You try to spend more time on that. If you are from, say, agriculture background, might be your quantum reasoning is right, not at that pass. So you need to practice. If somebody is from, say, engineering field, his quantum reasoning might be strong, so he might spend more time on ERD. So just look out for your weak areas, right? That is more important. Now, coming on to the phase one of the examination, Jyotsna, there are multiple papers. You said that you used to practice for the qualified papers. Now, ARD might be easy for you because you have done your right all your education in that. Many agri students have a problem in the ESI section, that what to do, what not to do. So, what was your strategy for the economic and social issue for examination?
Sir, I used to follow whatever the lectures you have taken. In 2023, I have prepared a clear-cut notes. If, along with the examples, whatever you have explained, in detail, I have written myself. And the same notes I have studied last year also. And this year also, I have studied the same notes. I did not felt it difficult because of the way you have explained. To be frank, I'm not the person who has very strong background in that kind of issues, current issues and all, or the inflation related topics and all.
Hmm.
But it was made easy because of your lectures. I have written everything in detail, and I have prepared only those things, sir. And it was easy for me by that.
Right. And see, when we prepare for this examination, the scheme portion is very important, right? Both for the
Yes.
prelims and the mains. So, what was the strategy for the preparation of the schemes in this examination?
Sir, I did not drill much schemes like gathering so many schemes like 100 or 200 schemes. Whatever the schemes were in news, I used to follow those schemes only. And I used to read PIB daily, sir. Whatever the scheme is in news, I used to read about it. You have given around 40 schemes. Only
Hmm.
that I have prepared in detail. Rest of the schemes, I used to follow PIB also. And you also used to give PIB notes. From that only I
Yes.
have studied, nothing more than that. But clear cut, like what is the launch of year of launch of that scheme, what is
Hmm.
the objective of launching it, I used to write everything beside that scheme only. Notes will be there, but I also
Hmm.
used to write with different colors just beside that in a short form, so that while revising it will be easy for me. And with when I write with different colors, it used to come in my mind, okay, I have written this there. So
Hmm.
it was easy for me. I did not read so many schemes, but whatever the schemes were in news, that much I have read, sir. And Vishwakarma scheme and Swamitra, we got for descriptive. That was
Hmm. Hmm.
also I have attempted by reading only this much, like whatever is there in news. And from
Hmm.
you used to give in Telegram a short
Hmm.
notes. Only that
Right.
much I have read, sir. That
Good.
was very helpful.
See, one hidden message is there, what she said now. So all the aspirants see, whenever some say subject is weak for you, so always I prefer that you should have the offline notes, means hard copy of the notes, so that you can write by hand whatever. Then the things will there in your mind, it will not evaporate, right? Always reading from the online thing, it might evaporate from your mind. So if somebody right is from say engineering background, so for those people I would say have ARD notes right in your hand, read by that. If somebody is from agriculture background, have ESI notes in your hand so that you don't forget the things easily. That is a very good thing. And try to use multiple colored pens in the notes so that anywhere your mind can just recall, yes, I have written in that place, like that it has worked for you, right?
Yes, sir. And I would like to
Okay.
add one more thing, sir,
Hmm, hmm.
because NABARD mainly concentrates on so much of data, statistics, especially for prelims. I used to write whatever the statistics is there. Simply reading and by hearting will not work. So whatever, it's something GDP is this much percent. I used to write it so that it's not simply by hearting, but I can remember it. And also some keywords like inflation related topics. What is deflation? There is some core inflation. It is metals and something. What is deleted from that? I used to write it in keyword wise, so that has helped me, sir. Writing, when you put when you write something on paper, it will definitely help you remember in exam.
Hmm.
Yes.
Coming on to the Jyotsna, another aspect of this examination that after you pass out the phase one of the examination, that is objective. Okay. Now the
Yes.
main story starts from here. You have to just carry on with the objective thing also, 2 mark a question in the mains, and
Yes.
descriptive also. So what was your strategy in this time span after the prelims was over for the phase two of the examination?
Sir, I used to prepare for mains also from beginning only. As you said, I have written that 60 questions in a short form, subheaders, only subheaders I have written. What is the topic? What subheaders are important? I used to write that, and I used to practice weekly one question. So before mains only, I have practiced around 30 questions, sir. And from the fodder material you have given, I have practiced 30 questions. And for English, I used to practice weekly one essay. Letter and Prezi, later stages only, after getting mains result only I have practiced, prelims result I have practiced. But essay and all, from initial, from the prelim stage only I used to prepare, sir. So I gained a little confidence that okay, I have read this in this short span of time. I can revise this and I can get through the exam.
Right, right. So this is also very important. Keep these resources and sources limited. Revise it number of time. It will give only the. Don't try to diversify here and there. You cannot recollect everything during the examination. So that is also very important, right?
Yes.
Now coming on to the another phase of the examination. Before that, descriptive. Did you satisfy the word limit in the real examination? 400, 600 words?
Sir, no, I don't think it is necessary to satisfy the odd limit. I was able to write to meet the odd limit, but for that last question, Vishwakarma and Swamitra scheme, I was not able to meet the odd limit, sir. And a question related to dryland agriculture was there. I have used some catchy quotes like dryland soils are not just thirsty but also hungry. And
Mhm.
introduction related to, they just asked something related to dryland agriculture, but I have explained some keywords like what is dry farming, what is dryland farming, and rainfed farming. So if we can write in a short form but important things, I don't think it is necessary to meet the odd limits, sir.
Right, right, right. So this has been said by many other stoppers also, right? It's not quality matters a lot in the examination. Now coming on to the last round of the examination, that is the interview. So what was your overall interview in and around being an agriculture student? What they asked for you?
Sir, almost it went around my DAF only, nothing was from outside. They started asking what is my research. The first thing they said is like I have good academic background that has given a lot of confidence for me. Initially I was so scared that being a
Mhm.
PhD holder in agriculture, they'll definitely ask like why do you choose NABARD over scientist and all. I was expecting these kind of questions. I was in the fear that maybe I'll not be able to justify, but they did not
Mhm.
ask like that. And when they said some complimentary words, it was somewhat, it has boosted my confidence. And the interview was almost, it is an interactive session, sir, rather than questioning.
Mhm.
They started asking about my PhD, what I have done in that, and what is the outcome of my research. And some questions were on, I have mentioned a training, skill training course on DSAT modeling. They have asked how it is helpful for NABARD. And all
Mhm.
a question related to RAVE, what you have done in your RAVE, is it helpful
Mhm.
for commerce? They have asked
Mhm.
almost like this only, sir. Nothing was difficult. It was very good interaction with them rather
Right.
than questioning.
Good, good, good. So definitely you have a very good background as I started with your interview also. So many things you have achieved in your this all this education years. Now, Jyotsna, coming on to the one thing that is my last question to you. I won't take much of your time. Uh, what advice would you give like to give to especially to the agriculture students, right? Many agriculture students prepare and they have certain right you can say weaknesses in their preparation being an agriculture student. What advice would you give to the agriculture fraternity with your experience for NABARD?
Sir, don't neglect qualifying section because it is important. Whatever the knowledge you gain in ESI and ARD, if you are not able to get good marks, at least cutoff marks in qualifying section will not be able to get through the exam. So
Mm,
identify where you are lagging, like quant reasoning or computer and decision making. Identify and work on that rather than concentrating on only merit section. And
mhm,
mo- initially when I have started, I felt that ESA is difficult for me, but when you find a right mentor, it is not that difficult. You can easily pass that exam. It is not that tough. And ARD is easy for us. Rural development, the schemes whichever we get, the current schemes,
mm,
if we can read that much is enough. No need to worry in anything. If you can plan what should I do rather than continuously reading. Like I have done my MSc and I have done my PhD. If
mm,
you want to achieve something, have a goal. In my MSc, I did not have these goals, sir. When I come to
mm,
PhD, I have realized that okay, at this point of time, I should have a job. So I
mm,
have started reading. If I had realized this earlier only, like in MSc,
mm, mm,
I could have prepared from the beginning. So identify, like you just think what you want to achieve and work
mm,
on that.
mm, mm.
And
Yes.
if you fix something, just stick on to that, whatever it may be. You should have consistency and never forget your goal. I would say that if hard work is your weapon, success becomes your slave, sir. I
Okay.
have observed this in my case also, and it will definitely work. For agriculture students, NABARD is not at all difficult. Just you should
Mhm.
have consistency and conceptual understanding related to some topics in ESI. It is
Yes.
not at all difficult, sir.
And a guided, I think, practice would definitely yield the result.
Yes, sir.
Right, right, right. Thank you. Thank you, Jyotsna, for all this, right, motivating words. Definitely, it would motivate the many other agriculture candidates also that if you can, they also can, right? And you
Yes,
have spoken like that. The other students think that ESI is very tough for me, QRE is very tough for me. If Jyotsna can do it, you can also do it, right? The only thing is
actually,
the
uh,
practice.
is like who are applying in generalist stream, for example, that BTech students will not be having knowledge about agriculture and rural development. Like
Hmm.
agriculture, if they can read the subjects which we have read for four
Yes.
years in just 2 to 3 months, why can't we read the TSI? It is related
Hmm.
to our surroundings only. Everything is
Hmm.
related to our surroundings only. It is not at all difficult. We just have to get motivated by seeing them. If they can do, why can't we? That is not at all tough. They're all general terms only, not difficult terms also. We just have
Right.
to concentrate and understand the things rather than simply by hearting. When we understand, it is a beautiful subject, I would say, sir, because
Hmm.
we'll be learning about our what is happening in our day to
Hmm.
day life.
Right.
So it is interesting also. It is not
Right.
that tough, sir.
That's a very good thing, and that's a positive message. And I would like to end the discussion with this positive message for all the agriculture students, for all the agriculture fraternity, right? If they can, you also can. The only thing is a guided approach for the examination.
Yes, sir. I would say that choose a right mentor and believe in that mentor rather than running here and there, and stick to the source which that mentor provides rather than reading many things single time. Read a single thing many times. That would definitely help, sir. With
Right, 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 right. That's a very good message, and definitely it will help many of the aspirants, right? And
yes,
one quote was there also in this slide that I am not afraid of the thousand kicks, right? But I'm afraid of the right one kick that has been practiced thousand times,
yes, sir.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, thank you, Jyotsna, for giving the time. Thanks a lot, and I would like to wish you all the best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.